I came to work December 3rd, 1951, and I was very young. Oh, there's been lots of changes. When I first came to work for the retirement system, and I really am not sure, we probably had 25 or 30 employees, and we were on the corner of Main and Lady Streets. And on the first floor was the insurance company and the men's clothing store, and we were on the second floor of an old building. And when I came to work, and sometimes, probably that spring, we moved to 1001 Main Street, where the block building is now at Pendleton and Lower Main. Those two office buildings there. So anyway, we moved in there, and I don't know the exact dates we stayed there, but you know, it's a few years. And then I think they were making arrangements to build the block building. So then we moved to it was Bankers Trust at that time, the corner of Gervais and Sumter. And we stayed there for several years. And let's see, maybe I got my stories mixed up. Anyway, I remember we left there, and somewhere along, oh yeah, we went back to the block building. We stayed there, and then we went to the NBSC building. And we stayed there, and then they decided they'd move us out here. So anyway, hopefully we have a permanent home now. Well, I would say basically security, but I also like the people. I've always liked the work that I did, and I have worked in different departments. Sometimes I did not do the actual work, but I'm very observant about what other people do. And I've always had good supervisors. I think that is very important. I audit service purchases. And some of the service purchases, especially people who have withdrawn their money and are purchasing it back, when you go to audit their accounts, you've got to know what laws applied at the time that they earned this money. Well, I tell you, it's like this. I tell everybody jokingly, but I'm real serious. I work by invitation only. Because when I retired in 1990, I retired January the 3rd, 1996. The reason it was such an odd day. January the 1st was a holiday. January the 2nd, I took my personal holiday. January the 3rd, I retired. So anyway, my supervisor I had at that time, he asked if I would like to come back and work part-time. And I told him, well, let me be retired for a couple of weeks. And so anyway, I stayed off for a couple of weeks. So I came back. And every year I tell everybody I work by invitation only. However, I have to say this. I'm very thankful. I have fairly good health. I think that is a major reason why people continue to work, if you have good health, fairly good health. So this is Tammy, she's my supervisor.
We love her a whole lot. This is one special lady.
Oh, you're so kind. Thank you.
She and I do a really great impersonation of Lucille Ball and Ethel Mertz.
Yeah, we do great, don't we?
We'll spare you, Megan, but it's pretty good.
Hey, we've been talking about taking it on the road, but nobody encourages us too much, you know. And of course, this is Geneva. Geneva, we've been together a long time, dear.
Yeah, Miss Jayne is my mentor.
Gee, thanks.
Everything I know about service accounting and calculating service, I learned from Miss Jayne.
Thank you, I try.
She taught me well.
And then, of course, you got Jan over here. She's hiding.
I consider Miss Jayne a walking institution.
Oh,
That's what I
gee,
tell everybody. She's always the first person you come to get any kind of training here in service accounting, because this is the place to get it from. She can do things here that no one else can do, period.
Come on here, Michael. Now this is my other buddy right here. When I first started talking with him, I did him like I did the rest. I could really confuse him, couldn't I?
Oh, you got me going, Miss Jayne. That you did.
But
you
I
taught me a
keep
lot.
trying.
You're still
Thank
teaching me
you.
a lot.
Gee, thanks. I try. I guess someday I'm going to have to say this is it. I can't handle it anymore. But as long as they keep letting me come back and I'm able to come to work, I guess I better show up.